Hello viewers, welcome to CSR tutorial and here we are at session 7 and going to discuss implicit versus dynamic variable. So before starting with I would like to kindly go to my session 6 and which is about to implicitly dynamic variable in C sharp because it is the continuous to my previous tutorial. Okay, so let's begin with okay, so the first one is like implicitly variable and the second one is called dynamic variable. Okay. So it got introduced in CSAP 3.0 and dynamic variable got introduced in CSAP 4.0 framework and implicitly got introduced in 3.0 framework, right? So this is one of the difference and this type of variables declared using var keyword and this type of variables declared using dynamic keyword. Of course, like this is the simpler one. We already have seen our past tutorials, right? The first variable we are going to discuss, sorry, the variable which is declared using where is called your implicitly variable, and it gets returned at the compile time based on the value or the type of value it is going to store. And the dynamic variable one is gets decided what kind of variable it would be at runtime, not at compile time. So that is the one difference. This the same thing. This type of variable gets assigned by compiler at compile time, and this gets assigned at runtime. Okay, so it is mandatory to initialize value which while declaring an implicit variable, and it is not mandatory to initialize value while declaring a dynamic variable. So let's see your next thing. What it tells about. We already, by the way, we already have discussed this both the points in our last tutorial, but let's see one more time, right? So here what okay, so let's suppose scam.net I want to modify a little bit, so I don't want to assign it as of now, so just cut it. So here still I can declare and it won't be giving any kind of error, and let's declare one more implicit variable where my name. Okay, do one thing okay, let's suppose value, and here I'm going to store this one. See, if I want to assign while declaration, it is giving me a error by stating that the variable value is declared but never used. Before that, implicitly type variable must be initialized. So this is what we are talking about, and this is the difference between this value and the name. Actually, even we can declare later on, but sorry, we can initialize later on, but initialize is mandatory for implicit variable at the time of creation itself, right? So now uh, what I want to do, like name equals scroll sk dot net. Fine. Okay, so okay, all looks good. Now what we supposed to do here, like okay, name is fine, name delegate type is fine, and here okay, rather than hard coding, what we can do basically, yeah, that's fine. So you can use name and put a dollar symbol so that it will support interpolation. Yeah, that's cool. And here we are going to use call value. Okay. Uh, yeah. Let's run the solution and we'll see how it works. See, both prints fail, so without any error or something. So that's what we were discussing. So what's next? Okay, so it supports intelligence in Visual Studio and it doesn't basically. Uh, okay, so that I will prove just right now. And the last one is like post initialization to variable not allowed as we saw even. And here post initialize to variable are allowed basically once you are declared at the time of initialize declaration itself you have to initialize and here, in case of dynamic like post initialization, you can do even after declaring a variable. So we just saw in this example. So this is what it tells about post initialization, and at the time of declaration, it doesn't allow post initialization. Even okay, we'll talk about the intelligence basically. Okay, so. Okay, let's suppose if you want to just type and something, just put a dot symbol and you are getting all this, properties, basically methods, properties, whatever it is, like, to use of this intelligence feature of Visual Studio so that you can get your functional done. But if we will put in case of name, just write, we won't be getting anything. So because it is going to declare, sorry, it is going to assign what type of it is, in runtime. That's why it doesn't support intelligence basically because Visual Studio IDE integrated development environment doesn't know like what kind of variable it is so that I will put a intelligence for you. So that's the thing. It's a simple even it proves that the one difference like it is compile time means implicit and the dynamic is runtime. So as simple as that. Okay. So this is the program we just discussed. Okay, so thank you. So yeah, so thank you, viewers. Thanks for watching this tutorial, and I would be uploading my next tutorial. So till then, like you can visit to my scam.net, edu.blogspot.com for all of my tutorials, text version, and for this particular tutorials text version, kindly visit to the below URL. Thank you, viewers, and please do subscribe to my channel so that you won't be, missing any kind of notifications once I am uploading a video tutorial. Okay, thank you, thanks all, and have a good day.